to Stock Shots. Today is Wednesday, September the 17th, 2008. We're so pleased to have back as our guest today Mr. Peter Schiff, president of Euro Pacific Capital and author of the book Crash Proof. Peter has been saying for quite some time now that he was concerned about the American economy, and he was also concerned about the dollar. As a matter of fact, last time he was on our show, one of his quotes was, "The American consumer is done." Listen now as we interview Mr. Peter Schiff.
Peter, thanks for being back with us on Stock Shots.
Sure, thanks for having me again.
Peter, the dollar's been holding up surprisingly well, and now many are coming out in the mainstream media and saying the U.S. dollar is still the best safe haven. Has your opinion on the dollar changed whatsoever?
Yes, it has. And in fact, I think it's a worse currency now than I used to. The dollar's going to get killed. The fact that the Fed did the right thing yesterday, or at least, in parentheses, by not cutting rates. They should have been raising them. But the fact is, there was a lot of people thought the Fed would cut rates. The Fed didn't cut rates, and the dollar did not rally. So that was very, very good news for the dollar. The fact that it didn't rally shows to me that I think it's topped out. So I think the dollar rally is over. And this bailout of AIG, this $85 billion that is being infused into AIG and dumped down that rat hole, I think is very dollar negative. This is a bottomless pit for the Fed. They're going to lose a lot more than the $85 billion. They're not going to get it back. It's not a loan. That's all smoke and mirrors. But also, I think more important than that is the precedent. Because remember, the Federal Reserve is stepping up, and they're buying this company out. There's no shareholder vote. This is a private company. This is not a quasi-government entity like Freddie and Fannie. This is a totally private company, and the government is taking it over. They're ousting the management, and there wasn't any votes. This is communism. Even though it's a failing business, if you have a precedent where the Federal Reserve, which can print money, can print that money and do anything it wants with it, buy any company up it wants, I think we're really, really are headed down a very, very slippery slope here, which is very destructive for our liberties and our currency.
I agree. It is so scary that they're doing exactly what you described there, and with the situation in AIG, I have heard some in the mainstream media within the last 12 hours try to come out and tell the public, hey, this is a good investment for the government. And
Look. First of all, the track record of the Federal Reserve, on economic or forecasts or business forecasts has been abysmal, right? And do we think that the best and the brightest guys in the financial world, in the investment world, work at the Federal Reserve, work at the Treasury? I mean, if this was such a great investment, don't you think the private sector would have been able to come up with the money? The fact is, people investing their own money wouldn't touch this deal with a 10-foot pole. But the government comes in. And the only reason they're doing it is they fear that there's going to be a lot of problems with the bankruptcy. Well, of course there's going to be a lot of problems. But you know what? This is even worse. This is even worse. As all government solutions are, it is worse. And, if the economy were really as sound as Henry Paulson is saying it is, then why are they so worried about the bankruptcy of AIG? I mean, if we have a fundamentally sound economy, we can handle it.
Well, and that was what I thought too. Even if the economy was as sound as he was making it out to be, a simple short-term loan without touching any of the shareholders
but they shouldn't even be giving a short-term loan. The government is not it's not the government's function to loan money to private companies and private citizens. That's not why we have a government.
For the full 20-minute version of this interview, please visit our blog site at www.stockshots.blogspot.com. That's www.stockshots.blogspot.com, or visit our website at www.stockshots.tv. That's www.stockshots.tv. Thank you for listening.